Hi, I'm Amelia and I'm the team leader. Our team name is Team Innovation, and our team motto is innovation dri or collaboration drives innovation. Our team rules, besides the first four, are equal contribution between all four members, be respectful and kind to all team members, meet once a week or more, set team goals for each portion of the project, and then each individual will get their portion of the project done before the final meeting to go over everything. And then I am a marketing major with a minor in entrepreneurship. And if my life was a personal brand, my slogan would be to never take anything for granted. And then something that's not on my resume that I'm proud of is I recently did a study abroad program, and I didn't add that on my resume yet, and I'm really proud of that. My most memorable experience at Boise State is my first ever football game as a freshman. I just remember being really happy to be there, and it always makes me smile when I think about it. My ideal professional career, if money was not an issue, is I would ultimately like to be a real estate agent in Southern California and live on the beach. Um, Then, if I were to create a business using my favorite things out of my purse or backpack, my favorite thing is gum. So I would want a vending machine of like gum where I just have to buy like a monthly subscription and I can just go get gum whenever I want before my class or like while I'm grocery shopping, whatever. And then a time that I went above and beyond to help my family, friends, coworkers, or team succeed. This summer I was working and we had an instance where I had to work 10 hours instead of the original 5 hours I was scheduled. And so I'm just proud of that because it helped my coworkers be more successful. And then a hidden unknown gem place to eat at in the Treasure Valley area. It's not like super uncommon, but I love Goldstein's Bagels, or I went to the Alchemist coffee shop and that was really good. So I definitely would recommend. The weirdest fun fact that I know is bananas are technically berries, but strawberries aren't, which I think is just kind of funny. Um, Oh, and then something strange that happened to me recently was I accidentally got in someone's car thinking it was my friend's and it wasn't. So that was kind of awkward, but I was able to laugh it off. And then a random class I'd add to Kobe would be business lessons from reality TV. I think reality TV has a lot of like underground, um, I guess, strategies they use to create their brand. And so I think it would be a very um, key component to this business school. And then a business person who inspires me the most is Howard Schultz. He's the person who owns Starbucks. And I think that he's just done an amazing job of building that brand globally and not just within the US. And yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
Okay. Hello, my name is Monique Pressman. I'm from Salem, Oregon. Currently a junior here at Boise State University. My major is business administration, but I plan to switch to finance because I think that path fits me better in the long run. Something not on my resume that I'm proud of would be my first internship this past summer. I worked at a company where I helped with payroll, Excel entries, and accounting software. Um, my most memorable experience at BSU. There was one semester where I completely forgot about a test and I didn't study. So I thought I was going to fail the class, but somehow I passed just high enough where I could move forward. My ideal professional career would probably working in the private sector. My goal is to have a career that provides financial security and still gives me time to travel and enjoy my life. Ideally, it would be like a remote and challenging job, but also not stressful to where it like takes over my whole entire life. A business idea. So I went in my backpack and I have a charger. I use the charger for like everything, like MacBook, AirPods, my phone. So instead of just like improving them, I'd create a brand for like eco-friendly, customizable power solutions, like durable chargers, wireless pads, and like stylish power banks made from recycled materials. Also having like a trade-in program to where you can like bring in your chargers, but also reduce waste. Time I went above and beyond was my close friend from home who was struggling financially. I helped them cover their school supplies and just other things that would help them to, focus and keep going in their education. And they graduated and have a good job, and they just recently got married. So, seeing them succeed uh, and made me proud. A hidden food gem in the Treasure Valley. Since I'm from Oregon, and so like exploring Boise, I really like Big Bun. Their burgers are like affordable, filling, and it's just like a classic comfort food. Weirdest fun fact I know is octopuses have three hearts. It's two pump blood in the gills, and one pumps the rest of their body. And when they swim, actually, their main heart actually stops beating, which is, I guess, interesting. Um, Funniest or strangest thing that has happened to me recently. I just moved into a new neighborhood, and there's just been like bunnies coming up everywhere in my backyard, my front yard, just surrounding us. I guess that's just weird. One class I'd had that's just random with a Kobe would be like a sneaker business where students could like design their own sneaker but make like a basic profit and figure out how to market it. That'd be like a cool mix of creativity, finance, and like branding. And I guess I'd call it like a sneaker business lab. Um, Business person, past or present that inspires me the most. Probably Phil Knight, the co-founder of Nike. I've always loved his company, and I've toured his factory. Just being in Oregon, so spending the day with him, I'd want to learn how Nike grew up and started selling their shoes, and I'd probably like ask them how they got like partnerships with athletes, and I just want to see their business.
Okay, my name is Mikaila Gonzalez, and I'm actually majoring in business admin as well as getting a minor in human resources. My personal brand slogan would be no limits, just growth. And then something that I'm proud of that's not on my resume is probably my personal growth because the person I was a couple years ago was completely different than who I am now. And I feel like if you would personally know me, you would understand that. And then tell us your most memorable experience at BSU. I'm a part of a program called Camp. It's a migrant program, and they were actually kind enough to take our whole class to go snowboarding for free. And I thought it was super, super cool because none of us have been snowboarding. And I definitely thought I was going fast down that bunny hill, but looking back at videos, I was definitely going slow. So, I don't know. And then discuss a personal career. My parents actually have their own pest control business, so I eventually want to graduate and take over their business so they can like retire early and we can just help expand it and hire people. And then a professional career, if money wasn't a non-issue, I was kind of thinking of doing a expedition guide. I definitely want to do traveling once I graduate, so I feel like it would be kind of cool to visit places and then kind of guide tourists, if that makes sense, and like the safari, like ocean facts, things like that. And then creating a business. Something that was in my purse was lip gloss, so I thought it would be cool to have a lip gloss that can make like multiple shades, and it would honestly be for cheap because no one wants to spend a lot of money on a lip gloss. And then it also will save you money because then you don't have to buy multiple lip gloss shades. You can just have like one and just make one yourself. And then a time that I went above and beyond. So since my parents have their own business, they sprayed multiple school districts. So since it's a family-owned business, all of us, including me, had to go and help spray schools in like 100-degree weather. And yeah. And then a hidden unknown gem. I really like sushi. So I would say a hidden gem is Yotomo. I feel like it's getting very, very popular, but that's just where people should go to get their sushi. It's like top. And then what's the weirdest fun fact I know? Sharks are actually older than trees. Um, that's kind of crazy, I guess. And then what's the funniest or strangest thing that's happened to me recently? So last I commute like an hour away, and on Tuesday, I was driving to BSU, and then so was my sister in a different car because we have different schedules. And I was literally late. I was crying on the freeway, and I was like, I'm just gonna call my sister to see if she's gonna be late too. And when I called her, she was like, Oh, I'm actually at Starbucks. And I was like, What the frick? And it's just crazy how I'm over here crying my freaking eyes out, and she's over here just enjoying life, getting a freaking pumpkin chai latte and a cake pop. And then. A random class I would add to Kobe. This is gonna be so random, but I would actually put like a nap and recharge class. I feel like a lot of business students get stressed, so I feel like a class would kind of be nice to like, maybe nap, and on the other side you can like recharge, zero distractions, because I feel like in the sub it's so noisy. People are talking so loud, so I feel like that would be nice. And then a business person, I would um be like with them and to learn would actually be Hailey Bieber. It's kind of crazy how she's married to Justin Bieber and that man is already successful, but to her, she's like, I don't only want to be a model, but I also want to create my own business and make my own bag. So I thought it was pretty crazy. And then she actually ended up selling it to Elle for like $1 billion. And she's still, I think, like a chief officer or something like that. So she's still making business. So that's definitely one person that I would take advice from and maybe like, I don't know, follow her around for a day. But yeah.
Okay, and I'm last. My name is Trinity McGinnis, and I'm double majoring in accounting and finance. And I think my slogan would be maybe grow with purpose. I think a lot of people do have growth, but I do think you need to grow towards your goals in the end. Something that is not on my resume that I am proud of is I used to volunteer for summer school in high school for third graders, and I really enjoyed helping out the teachers and the students with like their homework and assignments and helping grading and stuff. My most memorable experience at BSU was honestly the first day of class, and it was my first class. I sat down to my now current best friends, and that was the day we met. And I really love them. So that was a great day for me. My ideal professional career would be private accounting, specifically for my current company. I'm an accounting intern with them, and I would like to stay at the company because I really enjoy its values and my coworkers. So I would like to end up there as an accountant if possible. If money was a non-issue, I think I would actually be a biology teacher. I really enjoy biology and plants and animals, and I really do like to teach as well. So I think I would have been doing that, but teachers do not make a lot of money. If I had to create a business, I would probably use my headphones and I would probably like rent them out and make personalized playlists and people can tell me what vibe they want and then I'll like have a playlist going for an hour and they can get like free playlists. A time that I went above and beyond was I helped my friend with calculus one time. She was struggling and I'm okay at calculus, so I helped her study usually like a couple times a week for a couple hours. And in the end, she did end up getting an A. So I'm glad that I was able to help her out. An unknown hidden gem, I think for me would be Push and Pour. I know a lot of people do know of that place, but it is one of my favorite places for matcha. I love matcha. So like I've tried plenty and it truly has one of the best. And a must try item I would say is their lavender matcha. It is so good. A weird fun fact. So Scotland's national animal is actually a unicorn, if you didn't know that. And then a funny story that happened. There's really not much, but I recently moved, and my neighbors actually have a boy cat, and I have a girl cat, and they really like each other. So now we refer to them as boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm glad she has another cat to hang out with now. If I could add a class to Kobe, I think I would do something along the lines of like the statistics of sports betting because my roommates do sports betting all the time and they win occasionally, but most of the time they lose money a lot. So I think a class for that would really be helpful to them to understand how much money they're actually losing with sports betting. Um, and then which business person would I like to meet? So I thought of Martha Stewart because I remember growing up watching her on TV with my grandparents or my parents, and I loved her cooking and how she'd like turned her passion of cooking and stuff into like a business and televised it. So if I got to spend like a day with her, I mean, honestly, I would want to learn her recipes because I've tried some of them and like they're good, but I bet hers are even better. Okay, time for questions. We'll just go in order again. Amelia, what is your favorite class that you've taken at BSU?
My favorite class that I've taken so far is Marketing 321. I'm in it right now, and it's a super engaging class, so I'm always excited to go to it.
Amelia, what is your favorite artist?
My favorite artist is either Taylor Swift or Gracie Abrams.
Amelia, what's your favorite show?
My favorite show is right now it's Gilmore Girls because it's turning fall, but my go-to is usually Grey's Anatomy.
Okay. Monique, if you could have a superpower, what superpower would it be?
Hmm. Teleportation, so I could just go anywhere in the world.
Meek, what's your favorite snack?
Mm, white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Monique, what is your favorite book?
Favorite book. Um, um, shoot, I forgot what it was called. Uh, I'm just gonna have to say The Hatchet. That's like the last book I remember reading.
Okay, and then Mikaila, what is one place that you'd want to travel to?
Um, I think I would actually really like to go to Italy. Yeah, I feel like it's super cool over there, and yeah, I think I would go over there.
What was your favorite part about growing up in Boise?
Um, so I actually didn't grow up in the Boise area. I am from Idaho, but I'm actually like from Marsing. So my favorite thing to do here, Marsing is like very country and stuff like that. And it's a small town. And in high school, homecoming week, we were actually allowed to TP people's house. So that was one thing that I actually really like doing because I would literally grab all my friends, we'd go to Walmart, get a whole bunch of toilet paper. Some people went far of like egging people's houses. I actually one time my car got cheesed. Like literally someone got slices of cheese and like smeared it. Yeah, it was crazy.
Kyla, what's your favorite place you've visited?
Um, my freshman year, I actually went to Hawaii and that would have to be like my favorite place for sure.
Okay, Trinity, what's your cat's name?
Her name's Zinnia, like the flower.
Cute.
Dang, you really are a plant person, huh?
Yeah, I really like plants a lot. So,
What would have to be like your favorite meal?
ooh. I mean, if we're going into specifics, it would be uh it would probably be my like boyfriend's mom's like tres leche cake. She makes it so good. Like I mean, it's not like a meal, but like anytime I see it pulled out at a party, I'm like first in line to get that cake. So yeah, it'd probably be that.
Trinity, what's one thing you miss the most from your childhood?
Um, I mean, I grew up in a really small town as well, so I definitely prefer Boise. But one thing I do miss about like a small town is just kind of like knowing everyone's names and just like everyone like in my school. It was really nice to like walk around and literally know like everybody. I mean, there's like perks to not being known at BSU, but like it was just like a small community. So it was kind of fun in high school, just like knowing literally everyone. I mean, I was also very social, so I yapped to anyone. So, but yeah. Okay. Everyone is done with the questions, right? Everyone asked? Okay.
Yeah.